All right. When people talk about resetting the matrix, not many people fully understand what it means, right? Resetting the matrix mean they change something in the entire world. Like however you know it now, they change it. And they're gonna but you don't see it. You don't realize that something has been changed, right? So let me explain to you. You're used to um a wall being white. You know your wall, so you know that it's a raw wall, it's never been painted, and you paint it in white, right? What these demons does is come and they remove the white paint and they put blue, pink, orange, yellow, black, brown, I mean every color you can think of on that wall, on the raw wall, because they like to get right to the core of things. They don't like to stay on the surface, they want to get right into the root. So they put all these colors there and then they paint it back over in white. So when you look at that wall, it still look white. That's an example. Not realizing that other things has been added, so that wall is not pure anymore because it's been corrupted, it's been polluted with a whole bunch of stuff under it. But you're only seeing the surface. You don't know what was taking place while they distracted you, right? This is exactly how they do the world. They cause distraction in the world or in the countries, right? Something, either some kind of flare up about violence or something, but whatever it is to keep your mind occupied, keep you glued to the television, keep you glued to the news. So while you're doing all of these things now, this is the time they come and change our reality right before our eyes and we don't see it, right? So they come in and they take out what they want to take out, put in whatever they want to put in, right? And then they paint it back over with however we know it. So we think it's the same way. That's why sometimes we find like we cannot fit in society. Thing that normally used to work for us is like it can't work for us no more because something changed but we didn't see it, right? And for the human, what these Nephilim do, because all of these things are done spiritually, but what these Nephilims do is they erase the human memory, right? So whoever you are right now, whatever your plan you have, whatever dreams you have, they erase that without you knowing, right? And then they re-upload you with a spirit from the past. So if, for instance, if they reset the matrix to the 80s or the 90s, right, and you was around those time, what they do is upload a spirit within you, right? Example, say for instance you were in a relationship in the 90s with this lady or this guy, and I mean the relationship was so bad. I mean, even police had to get involved to get rid of this person, right? It's like you don't even want to see this person no more, have nothing at all to do with this person. And you move on for many years, completely forget about that person. Now they reset the matrix and you are reset back to those 90s years that you already passed through. That same person you was in an abusive relationship with decide to show up. You find yourself being drawn to this person. Totally forget what happened before. And this person is being drawn to you. Then y'all get back into relationship. The only thing you might remember that, oh, this is my ex. You know, we used to be together, but you won't remember everything that went on. All right? Because you're going to come in so nice and everything. And then cops need to be called again, right? They literally be toying with the humans. They take us as puppets. These Nephilims, they are giants. So they see us as toys, right? To play with, to upload and re-upload and use as their puppet to mock and scorn and laugh. This is what they do, right? Puppets, toys to play with. And they keep erasing the human memory, uploading them, re-uploading them, and things you pass through, you find yourself going through it again as if it's the first time you're facing this situation when you have already been through it. You already overcome it. It's no longer there. But these beings are the one who bring back these things in our lives because we're dealing with spirit. And all of these things are being done while we are distracted. The same way they come up with whatever they have going on in the world right now, right? For the great reset to take place while everybody is distracted. So whatever they're doing while wiping the human memory, putting the human under mind control and programming, people are confused. Whatever is taking place in the world right now, people are going to think this is the reason for their confusion. This is the reason why their head feels so funny. This is the reason why they're having these constant headaches. This is the reason why, they feel strange and out of place. None of this have anything at all to do with whatever is taking place in the world. People memory are being wiped, people being re-uploaded to their past, people are in the state of confusion, some are feeling a lot of pain. These demons, they are familiar spirits. They know everything about our past, they know everything about us, and many of the things they know about us because they are the one who created. Us humans don't really get a chance to live our real life, our true life, like the Almighty God intended for us to live. These Nephlims, they use us as their toys, as their puppet, and they put their spirit in us. They are the one who actually cause us to think whatever they want us to think, to see what they want us to see, to smell what they want us to smell, to eat what they want us to eat, to crave what they want us to crave, right? Even sexual stuff we might crave, believe me, they're the one responsible for that. And because of that, now we think that we are in control. They are the one who also place thoughts in our heads, right? So we there thinking that, oh yes, I'm living my own life, I'm living my best life, and I'm doing my own thing. It's just me, me, me. And these Nephilims, these demons, is right there laughing because they know you have no clue as to what is really taking place. As long as you're a human, you have never really lived your true life except in the will of the Most High. Like, you know that your life belongs to the Most High. You have given yourself over to Him. You understand me? And He opened your eyes to see and He direct you in His path. Other than that, believe me, we ain't living no best life. We ain't living no good life. We're living the life of Nephilims. These Nephilims has made themselves gods over the Most High children. They've made themselves gods over the human, right? The other day, a Nephilim, they were on the outside and they were doing a whole bunch of noise campaign, and I wasn't paying them any attention. One of the Nephilim yelled really loudly, look at me, I'm your God. Right? This is how they behave. At first, it was puzzling to me, but it's later on I get to realize that they actually have made themselves gods based on experience, right? And observation and the knowledge that the Most High gives to me. I get to realize that these beings actually are telling truth when they call themselves gods over us. Because from the time we were in the womb, or from the time we get out the womb, they somehow place their unclean spirit in us. Unless our appearance was someone who connects with the Most High, then they wouldn't be able to have so much control over us, right? These children become houses for Nephilims to dwell in. You might have a child, and over the years the child was, just rude and out of control, right? And it just so happened that you might carry the child to therapy and all of that, and the child, has become so calm and nice and everything. The resetting of the matrix affect that child and have the child acting up again, because these are evil spirit. It is very important to know the Almighty God. Is very important to have a relationship with the Most High God and to keep Him in your life, because our battle and our war is not with flesh and blood, it is with spirit. These Nephilim giants masquerading in the human form, masquerading in small, tiny human skin, right? Some of these Nephilims are babies, children, adults, animals, trees, objects, whatever it is, because they are spirits. If you see them in their real form, right? The biggest one I've seen so far is over 100 feet, right? But as much as they are that huge in size, because they are spirit, they can still make themselves very small to walk through a keyhole. These are the kind of spirits we're talking about, right? So closeness with the Almighty God can really help us in these times. So a whole bunch of people going through a whole lot of confusion, a whole bunch of adults behaving like children, intelligent people behaving stupid and behaving like they don't have any sense, people forgetting who they are and what they are and doing stuff completely different from what they would normally do. A woman who is a lady, dressing like she's some kind of stripper or something, she totally forget who she was. This is what the matrix reset does to the human. I know this from experience, because all the things the Most High carried me through, delivered me from, right? I see them coming about me with the very same thing and acting like I'm living in those years just the same, acting and behaving as if It's the same me, and the Lord never bring me into a future and away from that. So basically, we're in the 2000s, and they're coming around me with things from the 90s, right? That I already passed through. I know for certainty what I'm talking about. These Nephlims reset the matrix, and resetting the matrix means things has been changing the world while you are distracted, right? So if you look around you, you're going to see people wearing clothes, as I mentioned before, from the 90s, from the 80s. You're going to see vehicles from the 80s, probably even from the 70s. You're going to see, you have to pay attention. If you don't pay attention, you won't see these things. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff that you have, and if you pay attention to people around you and things around you, you will see that many of these things are from like years ago. Years, you passed through all of that. Even some slangs and some music, like it is not a past. The thing about these Nephilims, the Most High have their future, and they are afraid of their future, right? So they love the past. Demons love things of the past. So their past is their past, their present is their past, and their future is their past. Everything about them is the past. So therefore, they want the human to live just like them, right? These beings are scared because they know what the Almighty God shall do to them. But they take out their wrath on us, the Almighty God children.